President Trump has now put 200 federal judges on the bench, more than half of the 329 judges Obama appointed through 8 years. McConnell's helped Trump make this a reality. I have Farron Cousins here to talk about this. We've been talking about this for years, and here's the irony here. I guess it was 10 yees ago we were talking about this story. We said, why won't the media pay attention to it? They're so worried about who's going to win a Senate seat. They're so worried about who's going to win a House of Representatives, who's going to be the president, who's on the Supreme Court, and they ignore the obvious. These federal judges make any kind of law passed through Washington, they can make it go away. And that's a problem here, right?
Well, it is. And right now we have 20%, a little over 20% of the entire judiciary in this country are Trump/Mitch McConnell judges. That's the number we're looking at here, and people aren't taking that seriously because the only number they care about right now is 2, the number of Supreme Court judges that Trump has gotten. And those 2, yeah, they can do bad things, but those 2 cannot do nearly as much damage as the 200 that he has put out there throughout this country. And even today, Mitch McConnell, and this is all, by the way, I believe this is firmly all Mitch McConnell's doing. Mitch McConnell is pushing these judges through at an alarming rate because Chuck Schumer worked out deals with him and said, we'll let you do these judges if you give us this or that.
Let me tell the backstory here. This is what everybody misses. It was the Democrats that did away with the 60-vote margin.
Right.
You understand that? The Democrats did that, and when they did it, everybody was saying, you idiots, don't you understand this is going to be turned around, you idiots? And if you do this, we're going to see it rise up in the future. And that's what's happening. And so the Democrats are going to say, oh, my God, what did we do? They're running around like with their hair on fire. The truth is they created this atmosphere that's allowing all this to happen. Mitch McConnell, the turtle man, I can tell you his goal is appoint young people, 30, 35-year-olds, that are going to be there their entire career, most of which have very little judiciary background. They have very little capabilities. They when you take a look at them, most of these guys most of people never been to trial. They've never tried a case, and they're moved into federal judiciary.
Right, and people don't seem to understand that that's not just they've never tried to. Some of these folks have literally, before becoming a judge, they've never gone into a court. They have never stood in front of a jury. They've literally never done it. They don't know what it's like. They don't know how to handle that situation. And now they are federal judges.
For life.
Yeah, for next 40, 50 years if they're in good health.
Here's another thing we've talked about till ad nauseum. I mean, we always talk about this. Even on this article, you know what this article focuses on? It focuses on social issues, right. LGBT, work. It doesn't even focus on where they really do us harm. They do us harm because of everything they give to Wall Street. They do us harm by letting pharmaceutical companies kill people by the gazillions without any kind of repercussions. They defraud mom and pop pension programs. On those issues, these judges are there to help big business. But it's this idiocy that we see even with reporters who should understand it's not about social issues. It's about issues that affect mom and pop's ability to eat and pay their rent, right?
Right. We had, 2 very big social issue victories from the conservative-controlled Supreme Court in the past week. So those are okay. They are, for the most part, protected by precedent. It's these issues where you have the big class actions against these billion-dollar corporations. Judges are destroying those. They're
including the Supreme Court,
yes.
Which we're going to see later in the show. Kavanaugh, predictable. Kavanaugh went after this, took away rights for consumers.